Newspaper INFOA TV U.S. House News presidential debate. Tim Walz on Wednesday clarified his comments from vice presidential debate on school shooting.
Well, thank you all. New York City was a little crazy last night, so good to see you all. Great to be here in Pennsylvania. Awful lot of teachers there, so really excited. So. Yeah, and look, you got to see me. These folks know me. I'm super passionate about this. The question came up about school shooting. We're talking about everything except school shooting. And I sat as a member of Congress with the Sandy Hook parents, and it was a profound movement. David Hogg is a good friend of mine. You have seen me do this. I'm talking about being people where there are school shooters. And I need to be more specific on that, but I am passionate about this. This one, for my wife and I, is just, as teachers, as parents, is so personal. So I've become good friends with these Parkland students and, of course, the Sandy Hook parents, who I credit and thank them for a profound change in how I view that we have to make this happen. So. Yeah, look, I have my dates wrong. I was in Hong Kong in China in 1989. That move from Hong Kong into China, it was profound for me. That was the summer of democracy. I said it's where I understood how sacred democracy was. It's what encouraged me, about 15 back and forth with my students, taking them to China to understand both, first of all, the culture, but also to teach Chinese students about democracy. That was part of it. One of the first group of high school students. There weren't a lot of times there were high school teachers in there that you could teach in a Chinese high school. And so you see me, these teachers see me, I speak like everybody else speaks. I need to be clear, I will tell you that, but here's my whole point on that thing with China. I do understand China a hell of a lot better than Donald Trump. Kamala Harris understands China. I will tell you this, Xi Jinping is not someone you should look up to. Xi Jinping is not someone who you should say does a good job on things, as Donald Trump has said about COVID. And my point on this was, Donald Trump got played on the trade war. He created the largest deficit with China in American history, and he cost us 150,000 jobs. So, my clarity to take away from the message is something I want to be very clear. August of '89, into Hong Kong, into China, 15 times with students to try and do this. My point being on this, Kamala Harris and I understand American jobs are more important than where Donald Trump tried to save Chinese jobs. So the passion and speaking on this, and I think being a teacher and being around teachers, trying to convey these messages, but especially on the school shooters, and I think for all of us here, pretty damn clear that I stirred with the victims, pretty damn clear that I passed legislation to make sure this is less of an issue and trying to get at the heart of it. Pretty clear that my wife and I have dedicated ourselves to making gun violence a top priority, and I'll continue to do so. And I'm grateful. And using David Hogg's name, he is a friend of mine. He's someone who's been out there, and he was where there was a school shooter. So thank you all. I'm excited about this. I think in the midst of this, you saw something very clear. It is disqualifying to not acknowledge that the 2020 election was won by Joe Biden. It's as simple as that. And the idea that Donald Trump tried to save Obamacare is an absolute falsehood. That did not happen. And of course, they have said time and time and time again, they want a national ban on abortion. So as this comes down to the final days, let's be very clear where we're headed. Let's be very clear about the excitement. And I can tell you, listening to these folks today, we're winning Pennsylvania. We're going to get this thing done. So thank you.
Why didn't you answer the question last night during the debate about who won the 2020 presidential election?
Well, look, here's the simple reason. The media is obsessed with talking about the election 4 years ago. I'm focused on the election of 33 days from now. I want to throw Kamala Harris out of office and get back confidence in economic policy. But I also think you can believe that America needs to have secure and free elections, but also talk about the fact that just a couple of weeks ago, Democrats in the U.S. Congress blocked a piece of legislation that would ensure illegal aliens don't vote in our elections. If you believe in an American democracy, if you believe in our constitutional republic, you should be trying to strengthen American election integrity and not weaken it. So we're going to talk about election integrity because I believe that every vote on we fight for election integrity, and that's why we care so much about it.